Hello everyone, you're on the Interesting Stories channel. Today, we're diving into a story that proves just how powerful a single word can be. It's about a man named David, whose life took an unexpected turn, all because of one simple yet profound word. David was, by all accounts, an ordinary guy. He worked a 9-to-5 office job he didn't particularly love, lived in a modest apartment, and his weekends were a predictable cycle of chores and TV. He felt stuck, like he was just going through the motions. He dreamed of being a writer, of creating worlds and characters, but the dream felt distant, almost impossible. Every time he sat down to write, a voice of doubt in his head would get louder and louder, telling him he wasn't good enough, that no one would want to read his work. So his laptop remained closed, and his stories remained untold. One rainy Tuesday, David was scrolling aimlessly through social media, feeling that familiar sense of emptiness. He stumbled upon a post from a life coach he vaguely followed. The post was a simple graphic with a single word on it: begin. That was it. No long explanation, no complex philosophy. Just begin. The word seemed to jump off the screen and hit him right in the chest. Begin. It was so simple, yet it was everything he had been avoiding. He wasn't being asked to write a masterpiece or get a publishing deal or become a best-selling author. Overnight, he was just being asked to begin. Something clicked inside David that day. He closed his social media app, opened a new document on his laptop, and stared at the blank page. The usual fear and doubt started to creep in. But this time, he had a new weapon. He whispered the word to himself. Begin. He typed a single sentence, then another. He wasn't thinking about the whole book or even the whole chapter. He was just focused on beginning, on putting one word after another. That night, for the first time in years, he wrote for an hour straight. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. It was a beginning. The next day, David did the same thing, and the day after that. Begin became his mantra. Whenever he felt overwhelmed or discouraged, he would repeat that word. It reminded him that every great journey, every monumental achievement, starts with a single, small step. He started applying this philosophy to other areas of his life too. He wanted to get healthier, so he began by just taking a 10-minute walk every day. He wanted to learn to play the guitar that had been collecting dust in his closet, so he began by learning one chord. Slowly but surely, David's life started to transform. The small beginnings started to add up. His daily walks turned into jogs, and he started feeling more energetic and confident. His single guitar chord turned into a full song. And his writing? His daily writing sessions blossomed into a completed first draft of his novel. It took him a year of consistently choosing to begin day after day. He still had moments of doubt, of course, but now he knew how to handle them. He knew that the only way to overcome the fear of the unknown was to take that first step into it. The journey wasn't over. He faced rejections from publishers, just like most aspiring authors do. The old David would have seen this as proof of his failure and given up. But the new David saw it as just another part of the process. He remembered his word, begin. So he began the process of revising his manuscript. He began reaching out to literary agents. He began learning about the publishing industry. Each rejection was just a signal to begin again, but this time with more knowledge and experience. Finally, after 2 years of persistence, David got the email he had dreamed of. A small independent publisher wanted to offer him a contract for his novel. When he read the email, he didn't just feel joy or excitement. He felt a profound sense of gratitude for that one simple word that had set everything in motion. The book was published a year later. It wasn't a global bestseller, but it found its audience. People connected with his story, with his characters. He started receiving messages from readers telling him how much his book meant to them. David's life is completely different now. He's no longer stuck in a job he dislikes. He's a full-time writer, working on his second novel. He's healthier, happier, and more fulfilled than he ever thought possible. And it all started with a single word that he stumbled upon during a moment of despair. A word that gave him permission to start small, to be imperfect, and to just take the first step. So what's the takeaway from David's story? It's that we often overestimate the importance of the grand finale and underestimate the power of the first step. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect inspiration, when all we really need to do is begin. Whatever your dream is, starting a business, learning a new skill, writing a book, or just making a positive change in your life, the most powerful thing you can do is start right now, in this very moment. Don't worry about the entire staircase. Just focus on the first step. Let the word begin be your guide. You never know how much your life could change. Thank you so much for watching this story today. If it resonated with you, let us know in the comments what you are going to begin. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Interesting Stories for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.